Okay, question 10 is on chi-squared. So they're asking you, first of all, to write down the null hypothesis for the test. So the null hypothesis is where they are independent. So you're going to go and write down that the gender and the type of fish that they buy is independent of one another. So gender and type of fish, or freshwater fish, is independent. Independent. And then the second part is asking you to calculate the expected number of females to purchase the goldfish. So the expected number is the number of rows minus 1 times by the number of columns minus 1. So we're going to be using this formula. So the number of rows we've got is 4 minus 1 and then 2 minus 1. So we've got 3 times 1. So our expected number is 3. And then part C, we're using the graphic display to calculate the value of the p-value for the test. So we're going to go to our GDC and we're going to input the data that we've got. So it's menu, matrix and vector, create matrix. So this is us just putting in the data. So we've got 2 rows and 4 columns. And my data is 57, 65, 67, 34, and then I've got 45, 48, 52, and 25. And we want to store that, so we're using the control and this button, and we're going to call it any letter you want. So whenever we put that, it's stored the data in there. And then we can go to menu, and we can go to statistics, stats tests, and we're going to do a chi-squared two-way table of the data that's stored in A. And that gives us our p-value, which is 0.99. So we can put that in here. So 0.993359. So that's my p-value. And then for part D, I'm saying whether or not I'm going to accept H0 or whether I want to accept H1. So state the reason that the customer's preferred purchase is independent. So if I think about my chi-squared test, it looks something like this. Now this p-value that I've already worked out is telling me the percentage for the critical value. So if this is my critical value, and this percentage here is 99.3%. And this tells me that it's a 5% significance test, which means that we want the area of the chi-squared value. So again, the critical value is to be 5%. In which case we're going to accept H0, so they are independent.